Welcome back, I'm Sean, and if you're always looking for an Audiophile TWS IEM Bluetooth earbuds with the best chipset and you don't want to pay a lot of money for it, then I think this video is for you. So let's check it out. So the earbuds today was sent over to me by KZ for a review, but this is not a sponsored post and my review will be based on my honest and unbiased opinion. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future tech reviews. So the KZ XTRA comes in at a price of 260 Malaysian ringgit or about $55 and boy oh boy does this thing have all the capabilities I'm looking for in an overall package that is cheap and cheerful, and I'm excited to share with you, so if you're interested in buying one, do check out my links below. So the KZ here is trying to balance between cost and quality, and you really do see the struggle here, but I'm really glad that KZ spent all their budget for R&D all in the right places. And the case that we have here is a super simple, and it's just a plastic case with a plastic transparent window at the top here. This is not glass, so over time if you chuck it in your bag most of the time, it will scratch up the plastic. So around the case there isn't anything much, and just a Type-C charging port at the back of the case for charging the case up. And the branding of the case is also placed directly inside the case itself, so you see there's a KZ branding there. Inside you also see two earbuds with the XTRA branding at the front. So the lid opens up pretty basic and it doesn't hold itself in place, and when it's new, that plastic is really crisp, so it looks really nice through it, but over time I'm sure this is gonna scratch up and not look that nice. And inside this is where you get all the LEDs of the case as well as the earbuds, so that's all your indicators that you get. So two things I noticed here with the earbuds, and this is an IEM style Bluetooth earbud, so you can see how it's designed. It's designed very similar to how a traditional IEM is designed. So I'm really happy that they make one with this styling, meaning this is like KZ's traditional IEM style but fully wireless. And secondly, this IEM is huge and not your typical IEM sense because of the crazy multi-driver or wiring stuff going on, but because this time KZ needs to fit in additional componentry, chipsets, battery into the earbuds on top of all the IEM goodness, so that explains the size. However, despite the size, this earbuds fits comfortably in my ears and it sits very nice like a glove, like how IEM always fits me. So with this, you're getting a basic resin material for the entire IEM housing, but the ear guides at the front here does feel a little bit plasticky and cheap feeling. It would be nice if it's made out of some metal instead, but that's where KZ have to choose where to put their budget to, because this earbuds is frankly not very expensive. So battery life on the KZ XTRA is pretty good, and this is partly thanks to the Bluetooth chipset that these earbuds run, which is very power efficient, and with ANC off you're going to get about 8 hours of battery life and 24 additional hours with the case. If you turn on ANC, this is not rated by KZ, but you're looking at around 30% less battery life, so around 6 hours of playback time and around 18 additional hours with the case. So this all depends on the volume that you play at and what codec that you run them on. So if you run higher volumes and run better codecs, then you will actually drain the battery faster. So there is also no rated quick charging on this earbud, so it takes roughly 1.5 hours to fully charge it from empty. So volume on these earbuds is impressive in my opinion, and I think they've done a great job powering up these earbuds, and I get to a comfortable listening volume at only 20% volume. I get to a pretty loud volume at around 60%, and anything above that is really loud that I definitely won't linger there. So with my DAP, I get pretty much the same power, and in fact, I'll say that I get to that same loud volume at only 50% volume. So these are really loud earbuds that I've tested in a while. So the only thing I think is a con on these earbuds is that the startup and connection prompt is slightly louder than I would like. So that's like the only cons that I can think of in my opinion. So let's talk a little bit about the features of these earbuds, because these earbuds are featured packed with great features that promotes great sound quality, and that's mostly it. And you're gonna get a modern Qualcomm QCC3091 chipset with Bluetooth 5.4. So this is a modern day stuff supporting Snapdragon sound, aptX adaptive, AAC and SBC codec. So you're also getting that high quality aptX performance, especially if you have that player to leverage on these codecs, then you're definitely going to have a great time with them. Apart from that, you're not going to get much more with these earbuds, and there isn't any rated water resistant rating, so try not to get them wet if you can. And the earbuds comes with a 10mm dynamic driver, so no fancy multi-driver, carbon fiber, titanium drivers here. So there isn't any app support with these earbuds as well. However, you do get that nice seamless left and right playback, so you can also use these earbuds in mono mode. And you also get that dual device multi-point, which works great in connection, but it's not the fastest in swinging that connection, so it does take a while to play back on one device to the second device. And that's pretty much all you get with these earbuds. So one thing you do get with this XTRA earbuds is the active noise cancellation. I think this is a plus point if you want to use this as your everywhere you go IEMs that you can also bring onto flights. And man, these earbuds don't disappoint in the area of ANC, and combined with that in-ear seal and that perfect fit like a glove seal, these earbuds just cuts off everything like a beast. So I typically blast my audio when I'm creating that, environmental noise simulation, and these earbuds combining with the seal and ANC just gives you that serenity that you're looking for. So for low humming noises like road noise and airplane cabin noise, I would say just stuffing this in your ears with ANC on, you're gonna get about 80 to 85% reduction in environmental noise. And with just soft music playing, you're not going to hear anything at all, to the point where I have to remove the earbuds to validate that the noise is still there. So same goes to the cafe noise test, and I rarely see an ANC earbuds that can so effectively cancel out human chatters as well, and these earbuds definitely do that. Again, with music playing, you're transported into a quiet and peaceful world. So finally, the transparency mode is very natural, opening up so it feels like you're not wearing any earbuds, but there is no major amplification here, so you don't feel like a superhuman using this. So overall, I'm very impressed with the KZ XTRA, especially at this price point, and in terms of its ANC performance, I'll give it a rating of 9.1 out of 10. Alright, so I've been saying IEM so much in this video, so let's talk about the sound signature you get with these earbuds. So I'll be evaluating it from the performance mostly in the aptX codec using high-res FLAC files that I have extracted so to get the best out of these earbuds. So from my test, my overall conclusion for these earbuds is that it is full and dynamic, meaning it sounds really good and more towards a typical in-ear TWS rather than an audiophile IEM. So you get very good bass performance with these earbuds, too good in fact that it doesn't live up to that high dynamic range bass performance, or in other words, flatter performance of high-res IEMs. So these earbuds generates bass so well that every single sub-bass I hear in doing it right is generated with no problem. So as deep as the song goes, the earbuds just eats it up for breakfast. So with that, you know that you're not getting shortchanged with the performance here. Secondly, the earbuds also comes with a very wide soundstage, and I can hear instruments traveling like millimeters outside my ears, which is quite a nice sensation. And the mid-range vocals here also generated very well and gives vocals that nice clear forward sound signature, no muffling here, and most importantly, I don't detect any distortion even when Mariah Carey decides to go into her whistling note. Highs is great on these earbuds as well, and you're getting clear high resolution highs here, and you will hear every timbre and cymbal crash with no jumbling up of instrument. So overall, I think this earbuds meets the performance I come to expect from an IEM style Bluetooth earbuds, so kudos to KZ for tuning this very nicely. So this is a test to see if the KZ XTRA is a good earbuds for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect with these earbuds. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So under gaming mode, or as KZ calls it, high performance mode, the rated less than 55 milliseconds gaming mode definitely works well, and I can almost detect no latency issue when gaming with PUBG. And watching movies and videos on this without high performance mode does look like there's a very tiny amount of latency, but after watching it for a while, it starts to fade away. So let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So overall, for 55 bucks, coming with great sound, great ANC, is really a great deal. So it doesn't have the best build quality at this price range, and I wouldn't mind it at all. And I think this is definitely a solid contender if you're looking for a budget-friendly wireless IEM with great sound quality. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere. If you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.